Nestled in the hills of Virginia, where touching the Hokie Stone means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. The Hurricanes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Drones. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high. Guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season, really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Back to throw. It's Drones. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. A first down for the offense. They go to the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Martinez. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Brings up 2nd down. second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time.
Got it.
This crowd really affecting the football game.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Mason. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Anderson will throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your... As a player, your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On the return, it's Fitzgerald. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really good-looking run there. And think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, to set up a good second down.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them. picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Now they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Mason.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. All wideouts, no backs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
He makes a catch. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Drones. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Mason.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Caught close to the marker. It's Mason. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB,
and they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Anderson wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Anderson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking to throw on third. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. And that goes down in the stat book as a catch.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On second down, wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
The Hokies are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Love the call here going RPO on 3rd down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Drones. And that is incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Anderson wants to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Offense in an empty set. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Martinez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Canes send out the... They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't. it and give the game away.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in street there if I were allowed to have to push passes. I was playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Drones. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this crowd.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Horton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. He looks that one in nicely.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Drones. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That pass is incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Time to take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Shakes off the tackler. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A 3rd down try for the offense. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. trying to get to him. It's complete on the right side. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
There's a long and storied